obstacle. Obstacle number two, the fear of criticism. Deep. You finally let go of the anxiety you feel when you know change is near. But now you find yourself overly conscious of how other people will see the new you. I wrote that myself. Take notes. So let's dive into this, the fear of criticism. Off rip, you can tell like criticism is just people expressing how they feel about you or what you're doing, what you got going on. Somebody always gonna be worried about you, and sometimes we can fear that. It gives you anxiety alone to express your opinion to somebody. Oftentimes, like I'm not gonna front. I've been through all of these steps. That's why I can make this video to y'all right now. That's why I can teach y'all and tell y'all how to overcome it because I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just studying and putting it on a plate, making it look good, telling y'all I'm like I've been through this and I've overcome it and I'm still overcoming things. But like I said, fear of criticism, I've been through this. It was to the point where I didn't want to say, I didn't even like speaking up, and I still struggle with that a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, but it's much better now. But like, I used to fear speaking up when it came to things I wanted to do, especially to my parents. Even people I was close with who I knew wouldn't judge me, like I just would not voice my opinion. I didn't want to take no steps that would make people see me any different than what I already was to them. Because I never wanted to be in the spotlight. I never wanted that attention from people. I was always antisocial and just full of anxiety of what may come as a result of me trying to be more than what I am. And you limit yourself thinking like that. You are self sabotaging all of your potential and everything that you could become just thinking like that. And that's just my example. It's way worse predicaments people being out here. And to overcome this or to counter to this is choice. Nothing more, nothing less. Just think about that for a second. What does choice mean to you? The choice. You have the choice to feel how you feel. Excuse me. You have the choice to go outside and get a breath of fresh air. You have the choice to get up and walk and do what you need to do every day. You have the choice. So, what does that have to do with the fear of criticism? You can choose. It's literally a choice to decide whether or not you care what people think. You're literally choosing to care what they think. What significance does their opinion of who you are and what you're doing change your life any more than you already have or you already can yourself? Let me tell you, just by thinking, let me say, like, if I try to go for something I want, for example, let's say I want to get a brand new sports car. Before I buy that car, I think to myself, dang, if I can't afford this car, but if I get it, people gonna think I'm flexing on them. They're gonna think I'm arrogant, I'm unhumble, I'm not appreciative of what I already have because I'm trying to get more. Things like that. Before I do what I do, I think just what will people think of me? Now, tell me, I already have the money for this car. I know I want the car. It's just the fact that I'm not getting it because I'm letting what people think of me keep me from getting what I want. And it's like, even if they do tell me how they feel, or I really, or what I fear comes true, they tell me, oh, you're arrogant. You don't deserve that car. How does that change the fact that I still got the car that I wanted? How does that change the fact that nobody helped me pay for this car? I got this car on my own, blood, sweat, and tears with my money that I paid for. They can talk about it and still see me driving by in this car, wishing they was them. So that's what I mean to say, like, choose, bro. You have to choose. You literally have to just let that shit go. Choose to let it go. Let go of the fear of criticism. It doesn't make a difference whether they hate you or not. No, the only person opinion who matters more than yours is the one above. Whoever your God is, or whoever, or however religiously you feel, none is greater than that. So just putting that into perspective, what does their opinion of what you do and who you are matter? You bleed just like I bleed. You age just like I age. How does that make you any better than me? But not to yacht too far, let's get to the next example. Last and finally, the fear of failure. Now that's a killer. That is the killer of dreams. I'm telling you, chat. The fear of failure has taken so many kings, so many young men, so many young women, great, full of potential, stopped where they are, and maybe even took that risk and jumped off the bridge. But somewhere down the road, they realized they fear failure. Key point in this obstacle. You no longer hold yourself back by the opinions of others. You jump off the bridge, but now you wonder if everything you committed to will really work out. How many people can relate to wondering if something can really work out? Am I really the type to be this entertaining? Am I really this? Am I really the type to adapt to this way of living, become this type of businessman, be this socially interactive? Things that I really just don't know about myself yet. And that's why I say, like, that's why all of these obstacles build onto each other. If you don't notice a trend by now, notice how in each obstacle, you literally have to overcome it to understand the next one. Fear of change. You had to have faith in yourself. You had to believe in yourself. Now that I have faith and believe in myself, what comes next? Fear of criticism. I believe in myself. I know I can do it. So I'm going to set out to do it. I'm doing it now, but people are talking about what I'm doing. People are expressing their opinion about how they feel about me because I'm doing this. What is the part of overcoming that? Making a choice to keep caring or do what I need to do regardless. I have my faith, I have my belief. I made a choice to keep going no matter what. I don't care what people think. Now it's down to the wire, fear of failure. The counter to failure is desire. What is your desire? Trust your desire. And I don't mean desire in a sense of you should let what you want as badly as a burning flame lead you around your life and take you wherever your desire feels is most necessary. That's not what I mean. By desire, I mean outweighing how bad you want something versus the consequences, outweighing the choices you have made up to this point. Everything that gives what you're pursuing meaning, that is all a part of your desire. And you have to really sum that all up to you and say, are we doing this or not? We've came here to this point. I got to where I need to go. And it comes down to this. I jumped off the bridge. I'm currently traveling through this void of unknown, this world I have never been in because this is all new to me. I'm trying to change. Desire is what you hone in on, is what you focus on. You ask yourself, do I really want this? Why have I been doing this whole time? Like, trust me, it's going to come. You're going to have doubts. You're going to question. You're going to wonder why. And that's where desire plays its part. That is what makes or break a legend. That is what makes or breaks a lot of winners and losers. Separates us at the different tables because we all have to come to terms with what's inside us. Do we really have what it takes? And like I said, all of these ties into each other. The things that you will learn from this, they all tie into each other. You have your faith, you have your belief. You no longer care. You made the choices that you need to make. Now you have a desire. You have given birth to a desire. I will get this no matter what, and nobody's going to stop me. I don't care what nobody thinks. Full steam ahead. If you take these three keys and you solidify them in your heart, you will get what you're trying to get. This also plays a part in manifestation, these three steps, anywhere you want to put it. I'm going to go more in depth in different videos about how to tweak and how to actually genuinely think of this in your head and see it out in your physical reality in different videos. But for now, I've given you what you need. Do what you need to do. Overcome the fear of change. Nice talking to y'all. As above, so within. Stoie out.